In September 1938, the Aeronautical Directorate of Regia Aeronautica received confirmation of the German willingness to issue the license for the production of the engine Daimler-Benz 601. In the first months of 1939, the Regia Aeronautica warned the main aeronautical companies of the imminent availability of this engine. It was in June 1939 that the engineer Longhi, chief project engineer at Officine Reggiane, set to work on the design of a fighter aircraft that would use this new engine. But the Reggiane already had a cell that could be adapted to the new production, was that of the Reggiane Re 2000. Basically only the fuselage had to be modified, which in fact was lightened and narrowed. Naturally, the stresses of the new engine were different from those of the radial mounted on the Reggiane 2000, so the half shell had to be recalculated appropriately. Furthermore, the problem of the wing tanks, which had been the official cause of the rejection of the Reggiane 2000, was remedied, to be the fighter to be used online by the Regia Aeronautica. On the 25th of July 1940 the prototype was already in flight. At Reggiane they are very quick to obtain an aircraft that responds excellently, even more manageable than the Reggiane 2000, which was already at its best manageability. Unfortunately, it happens during the prototype flights that one of the best test pilots, Count Scarpinelli, dies due to a problem with the propeller pitch variator. The Reggiane, Breda and Caproni workshops are ready to produce the aircraft at high speed. But unfortunately Alfa Romeo cannot produce the Daimler-Benz engine quickly. So in the face of an excellent production of the airframe, it is not possible to motorize it. So the Regia Aeronautica is forced to reduce the initial order of 600 fighters. A real defeat, because in the meantime the skilled workers are exceptionally reducing the construction times of the aircraft, even halving them in a very short time. The Reggiane is designed with considerable wisdom compared to mass production, which makes it better from this point of view than the Macchi 202, which instead is superior from an aerodynamic point of view with speeds about 50 km per hour higher than the aircraft Reggiane. The aircraft performs very well against British aircraft, matching the excellent performance of the Macchi 202. The aircraft was tested by the pilots in all attitudes and responded very well. It was practically impossible to spin it, so much was the end of its study. The robustness was also excellent, and this allowed heavily damaged aircraft to return to base during operation. Armament was standard for the Regia Aeronautica until the end of 1942, with two 12.7 mm Breda Safat machine guns in the fuselage and two 7.7 mm on the wings. The 12.7 machine guns were also equipped with explosive shells which, despite what has often been said, had devastating effects. On the 10th of May 1942, after an intense period of development and training in the department, the Reggiane Re 2001 Falco II entered operational action. Among other things, it was with this aircraft that the attack on the British aircraft carrier Victorious was completed by passing itself off as Hawker Hurricane embarked in landing. Just as it was the Re 2001 that was chosen as the aircraft embarked on the Aquila aircraft carrier under construction.